So let's see, what's the main theme that is coming up here? So in the middle of the spread, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and that does indicate to me it's coming in very central to this spread. The energy is, it's indicative of this. There is an opportunity now opening up for you, and it's going to require you to move back to a previous point in time to resolve whatever conflicts has been brewing. And I feel that there was a situation that you've dealt with in the past with a person in which you have a very long history, and there potentially could have been like a falling out or a parting of ways, not on mutually, beneficial terms for both parties. So if you are to go back to this situation and try to fix it, the time is very favorable for you to do that right now. We do have a lot of court cards showing up as well. So what I would say is, this definitely is a situation where it's somebody you've known for a really long time. I don't sense an overly like romantic ambiance with this card, so I would say it's mainly like a friendship or any type of a interpersonal relationship, especially with friends who might be a little bit younger than you, or with a let me see, a family member. It could also be love, but I feel that the love had ended, So you might have had a falling out, or you might have had like a disagreement in your communication styles, in your philosophical outlook. So there might have been like a parting of ways. And the time to fix that situation and basically to reach out to that person is definitely now. The only person that is coming up in the reverse position is a Page of Cups, and I do feel that, it is a water sign, and it is a very young energy. So if this falling out is related to a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, I do feel that this person can benefit from a lot of your maturity and your guidance. They can learn a lot from you, so it would be very beneficial for you right now to come back to that situation, fix it, and try to move forward, because I feel that it has been plaguing your mind. You're still living with like the repercussions of that falling out. And moving forward, if you were to fix that situation with that person, if you were to reconcile, I wouldn't say get back together, because there's no more love in this situation. I feel that it's long gone and forgotten. But they might be cycling back in, so, give them like the closure that they need to move forward. And I feel that in the process of doing that, you yourself would be able to find like a better way to advance forward with your life, okay? So what I do sense is that this person, the water sign, might come across a little bit of money, or they might start a new job or an apprenticeship or like an internship in which they're making quite a bit of money, and it has a lot of potential for growth. And they want the guidance. You would be very instrumental in helping them to achieve a little more abundance in life. So that might also be why they're coming back into, because you have a very solid foundation, and you are very reliable, loving, trusting, and helpful more than anything. So that's why they're trying to come back in at this point to try to, I guess, reap the benefits from you. I don't feel that they have malicious intentions, mainly because it is a Page energy and not like a Knight or a King of Cups energy. But they are doing it in a very in a slightly manipulative and in a very underhanded way. And you're not going to be able to let them get away with it, mainly because you know their motives. You know that they're a little manipulative because you've dealt with them in the past. So, either way, you're kind of turning your back on them. But I feel that they don't really mean it. Their communication is a little out of whack, and they resort to underhanded things without, thinking about the long-term ramifications. So try to help them if you can, if it's not too much of a burden on you, because I feel that they can really benefit from your guidance, okay? And if anything, this reconciliation will help you move forward more than anything. That's the most beneficial thing coming from this spread. So I would advise you to do it. Another thing I would say is, aside from that one falling out past relationship, what I do sense is you have a new spark of passion and a new spark of energy that is coming in, and is coming into the very end of this month, which is understandable because from the 21st on, we are moving into the sun sign of Taurus, which is a fellow earth sign. So the energy will stabilize for you to get projects going and to get, the right kinds of people in your life as well. So what I'm feeling is there is a fire sign that is coming in for you. It could be a fire sign or somebody who is very spirited, who is very honest, and who is not prone to manipulation the way that the previous person in your past was or is still. So you're going to find his or her presence, this fire sign, you're going to find this person very charming, very endearing, and extremely honest, like honest to a fault, which is a nice change of scenery for you based on the people you've been dating in the past, okay? So this person is very sincere. They're a little hot-headed. And let me see here. The cards surrounding this person are a little problematic. I feel that this person is a good, genuinely kind person and very honest. But I do feel, that he or she has a little bit of emotional baggage, okay? Even like, I sense emotional damage. And not in a sense that like they're, mentally incapable or anything like that. But I do see that you're in a very stable frame of mind, okay? And you have a lot of love and affection to give, and you're ready to enter new relationships. That's what I'm sensing here. However, the timing between you and this fire sign is basically blocked, mainly because there's something from your past, that previous person, that you have to resolve issues with. And from this person's past, they have like they're recovering from a broken heart is what I'm sensing. And they're living with a lot of regret, and that they're not dealing with. They're trying their best to fix themselves and to be okay. And deep down, I feel like, they might genuinely feel that they're ready to date, but they have a lot of unfinished business, especially emotional baggage. And I feel like everyone has emotional baggage. But this person, being a fire sign, he or she is not introspective enough to really assess the damage that is done to the heart. And so he or she might be rushing in and promising you things. He or she is like gravitating to you mainly because you have such a profoundly stable influence, and this person is not. So they're gravitating towards you, okay? So in order for this union to work really effectively, the both of you need to solve issues from your respective ends. So you have to resolve this situation, this falling out from the past, and he or she has to resolve his or her hang-ups from the past in order for this to work out nicely, okay? So I'm saying that. I know it comes off across like two males, but it's feminine or masculine energy because it is a general reading. So don't look at that the wrong way. And alternatively, it can be a friend, It can be a friend that you jive really well with and that is coming in. And what I'm sensing is overall, everyone has their own baggage and their own, hiccups in life that they have to work through. And I feel like you have an opportunity to work through your own. So they have an opportunity this month as well to work through theirs. So in hindsight, like if there is a union happening at the end of the month, it looks very favorable between you and a fire sign, okay? So everything looks very good. And like I said, the blockage will be, lifted from the 21st on for you to move forward with new project. The Hierophant card is coming in here, and it does indicate like it is the card of Taurus, but it also indicates the time of Taurus. So if you want to get going with anything else, Resolve from, from now until the 21st, resolve issues from your past, even if you can. And then give it like a once over, take care of all your all the things that have been holding you back in the past, and then new energy will come in from the 21st on. Okay, so luck is definitely on the upswing for you guys, which is a really, really good thing to have. I feel that financially this month is going to be very plentiful, and you might get money coming in from other people, coming in from your main source of employment, and overall just a lot of good luck is just going to fall right in on your lap. And let me see here. Yeah, I feel that a lot of you too, you've worked really, really hard. I know earth signs especially. You're very dedicated and, to your craft, and you have very, very good work ethic. So you try to always work hard, and you feel that you want to work hard because you want to be deserving of the things that you earn. So which is a very mature and a very enlightened way of looking at work and money in general. And while you might not have made a lot of money in the past, I feel that most of you make a modest amount, but you always manage to live within your means. So I feel that money problems for Capricorns have never been major. And in general, I do feel that a lot of you have forgone a lot of like pleasures, mainly because you really want to maintain a healthy balance, and also because you want to live within your means and you want to be financially responsible and independent. Okay, so that's very mature of you. I do want to say though, the only thing is it makes you very guarded, and it can actually be a hindrance to having like to really enjoy your life. So I feel like your perception and your attitude when it comes to money, while it is the responsible way to look at money, I feel that you're holding yourself back a little too much, and you might come out a little repressed at the same time. So you try to hold yourself back a lot from really jumping in and really enjoying life. So the end of the month is actually going to give you an opportunity to do that, okay, to really get out there. And I guess this is either stemming from you or other people that you're with, or people in your midst in general. They're going to push you out of your element, but in a good way. They're pushing you out of your comfort zone so that you can enjoy life a little bit. I do sense a sense of like living life to the fullest, being a little more reckless than you're used to towards the end of this month. And if this is not another person, I feel this energy is you, in that, back then you were like really holding back, and now you're letting loose, which is good. And I feel that you're doing it in a very responsible way, and it's nothing that you're going to regret. So the energy looks very good. Okay, for those of you who are in stable relationships, let me see, there might be a falling out coming in the end of this month, okay? I don't feel that it's major, and it's definitely fixable, and I would advise you to try to fix it. For those who are in stable and loving relationships, I feel that you or your partner might be like tired of the humdrum. So you or your partner might take like risks, or might make actions that might seem out of character. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so going back to what I mentioned earlier about the falling out, I feel that if you are a Capricorn male, it's your partner that might be a little turned off by your newfound way of expressing yourself. And if you are a female Capricorn, I feel that you're going to be upset by the person that you're in a relationship with, mainly because they're not doing things the way that you're used to. So, yeah, try to be careful with it, but I do feel that it is definitely easy for you to fix. not to undermine the way the other person feels, but I do feel that a little bit of explanation from your end would go a long way in fixing this relationship. What I sense is if you're in stable relationships, okay, a situation like an ex or potentially somebody from the past, and you're trying to communicate with that situation and try to fix it, you have to be really honest with your partner about this and be honest about your intentions, because I feel that your partner might be doubting why you're going back to that thing not thing why you're going back to that person to try to make amends. Okay, so be very open and honest about your true intentions, and I don't feel you have anything to hide, so try not to lie by omission, mainly because I honestly don't think you have anything to hide. So don't give your partner reasons to doubt you. Okay, so a little bit of explanation would go a long way in this situation. Okay, so I mentioned finances, and okay, so for singles, I did mention that there is a very spirited person that is coming into your midst, and this person looks very genuine. But like I said, they both parties need a little bit of a fix in their emotional state in order for things to really gel. And I feel like, if you're looking to date again, this person is going to come in, but I don't sense an overall, like, a very romantic ambiance in this spread, mainly because all the cup energies are reversed. Yeah, all the cup energies are inverted. So I do sense that if you're meeting somebody new, things are not going to solidify for this month. Yeah, things won't solidify. I don't see a romantic ambiance. So, moving ahead from that, what I do sense is this. Okay, so we have the Hierophant in the reverse position. It does indicate structure. It does indicate religion and spirituality, but I believe it was in the spread for Aquarius where it was read as spirituality and religion. But in this spread, I honestly don't feel it is about religion, but I do feel that it is about challenging the status quo, and especially for those of you working in institutions, you're going to realize how cumbersome and how totally inefficient the rules and regulations are in terms of enhancing productivity and worker output. So you're going to make a tremendous stride in this regard, and you're going to be able to implement a lot of shortcuts in order to do things a little more efficiently. Okay, so that is a great skill that you have, especially for those like born towards the end of the Capricorn cycle, because you might have a lot of Aquarian energy in you that will allow you to challenge the status quo. That doesn't mean that the ones born in the end of December won't have that power to challenge, but you might have a hard time, being another earth sign too. You might have a harder time to really implement new changes, okay? But I do feel that the structure, the institutions, the work environment itself needs to be rattled out of its complacency, and you might be the agent of change in this situation, and it has a very beneficial outcome. So if you're thinking about doing that, just know that you're working in a very structured environment, so the changes need to be introduced very gradually, very slowly, and you have to gauge people's levels of reception towards these things that you're trying to implement. And at the same time, I just feel that if you're not dealing with a relationship and you're dealing with this work situation exclusively, you're going to get a very good reception. However, it does require a lot of going back and forth to try to fix things. So it could be a little annoying. But as an earth sign, I think more than any other sign, as a Capricorn even, you have the staying power and you can implement like massive changes, even if it takes a really long time. Okay, so it looks very good. It looks very beneficial.